There's a bunch of places online talking about what you need to eat before you die in LA, but we're here to taste them all and tell you what you need to eat, or if you could just die on Eat or Die.
This week's very special episode took us to two locations where it's not just about getting an eat, it's about settling a score.
Today we're taking on LA's version of the Pat and Gino rivalry. Instead of Philly cheesesteaks, we're talking about French dip. Both Philippe's and Cole's claim to be the originator of the French dip sandwich. Both restaurants opened in the year 1908, but nobody knows who actually originated the sandwich. Nobody knows who originated the sandwich, but everybody has a very strong opinion on which one they like better.
Okay, so let's stack up that competition. We've got two very different takes on the same exact sandwich. Let's take a look. On one side we have Philippe's, and on the other side we have Cole's. They're both very similar in terms of having a bunch of roast beef stacked on top of a loaf of bread. The big difference here is that Cole's comes with a separate cup of au jus for you to dip your sandwich into. Philippe's, you order it at the counter, either a single dip, double dip, or wet. Visually, they're both very striking, amazing to look at, but the most important part is how they taste.
So, before we take the taste test, we do have to talk about bonus points. I'll start with Cole's. Cole's is a sit-down establishment that actually also has a bar. It's a very fun place to hang out, even if you're not eating a French dip sandwich. And if you are, there's a ton to look at, and it feels pretty French. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bonus point.
Okay, so now for my bonus point, and this is a tough one because my bonus points are based upon originality. And let's face it, I should be giving it a bonus point here because Cole's claims to be the founder of the French dip. But so does Philippe's. So I'm gonna say they cancel each other out. I'm not gonna give Cole's a bonus point based upon originality. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna put my foot down.
And now on to Philippe's. Philippe's is completely different from Cole's. It's actually an old-fashioned cafeteria restaurant. You actually go up to the counter, place your order, they put it on a tray, and you can take it and sit anywhere along the back seat. It's extremely tourist friendly and has a very, very throwback vibe. They even have a merchandise stand if you'd like to purchase a t-shirt or whatever. They have a whole row of phone booths. It's extremely fun. It's a really fun environment. It's not really my thing, but I can see why you'd want to do it at least once. So for that, I give it a bonus point.
Okay, and then my bonus point for Philippe's, I'm stuck in the same boat. Philippe's claims to be the founder of the French dip, so they should be getting the point for originality, but so does Cole's. So I don't know who to believe. So I'm taking my ball and going home.
So let the dipping begin. We started it off with Cole's. Not only did I appreciate the fact that I was able to pick my cheese, it was either Swiss or blue cheese, but I also really appreciated that the waiter told me that the pickle was spicy, because it was really spicy. I loved the sandwich overall. It was great, and the highlight of it was the bread. The bread was exactly how I like it. Soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. It was perfect. I give it a 9.
Okay, so here it is, the taste test that I've been waiting years for. I have no idea why I put this off for so long. I've been wanting to go get these French dips for ages. Now I get my chance. Cole's was first, and I gotta tell you right off the bat, that is a delicious, tender, juicy roast beef. Very, very juicy in every single bite. The bread was totally fresh. That was my favorite part. The bread was very, very fresh and tasty. Dipping it into my own sauce kind of gave me a little bit of control over the juiciness. It was very, very good. I love this. I'm gonna give it a 9.
And now on to Philippe's. So I actually ordered my sandwich wet because I like to overdip. And my sandwich was covered in au jus, which I love. But the sad part about it was the bread didn't hold it. The bread got really soggy, which could be a good thing, but it wasn't crispy enough on the outside. It might sound weird, and maybe it's a Pittsburgh thing, but when it comes to sandwiches, for me, it always comes down to the bread. I really loved Philippe's, but I'm gonna have to give it an 8.5.
Okay, so after eating Cole's, I thought it was a lock. I thought this was a done deal. But here's me trying out Philippe's, and I gotta say, again, delicious. Roast beef was extremely tender, very juicy. The bread, although I didn't love the bread as much as I loved Cole's bread, it was very, very fresh, very tasty. I got my sandwich double dipped, so it was very, very juicy. Again, I loved it. I don't even know how to compare this. This is the toughest call I've ever had to make in my entire life. Just gonna say a 9. Okay, so let's add it up. So for the first time ever, it's not about just getting an eat, it's about getting the better score. So let's add up Cole's first. Christy gave it.
A 9.
I also gave it a 9, which brings its total to.
An 18.
But Christy gave it 1 bonus
I
point.
did, so it is actually 19.
19. That's a tough score. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
tough one to beat. But Philippe's, I gave it a 9 as well, but Christy gave it
8.5.
an 8.5. And actually, with the 1 bonus point that Christy gave it, that takes Philippe's total score to 18.5. 1/2 point away, which makes Cole's the top French dip in our book. Now, let me stress that both restaurants get.
And eat.
That's right, they both get to eat. It's very important if you are near any one of these restaurants to get them, because I can't stress enough that these are both amazing sandwiches.
Delicious. They're both so good. And I hate the fact that it's a 1/2 point because of me. But it's all about the bread. I don't know.
It really is all about the bread. And I know that we're going to get a lot of people telling us that we're wrong and we're horrible people for
But
picking
it's
this.
only 1/2 point.
It's only a 1/2 point. They're both delicious. Go get one of them today. I'm going to go probably get one tomorrow just for the hell of
And
it.
they're both very fun.
And in the meantime, we're going to take a couple of weeks off. We'll see you back again in
You need to
February.
lose some weight.
Yeah, we're going to have to tone down on the eating here before we die. In the meantime, click up here to subscribe on our videos, and then we'll see you in a couple of weeks on
Eat or die.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Bye.